This is the multitasking test. For this, you'll need quite a few different materials. First, you'll need a piece of paper and something to write with. You'll also need a calculator and a timer. I'm going to use my phone for both, but you can just use a regular calculator, and you can pull up a timer on Google by just Googling timer. And then you're also going to need masking tape. This is optional, but if you have it, it will make the experiment better. First, you'll be making a chart to document your experiment. So pause this video and copy the chart provided. Next, you are going to set up your space. So this is where the masking tape will come in. If you don't have masking tape, just use something to mark your end point, and we'll go from there. So what you'll do is you'll set your computer down, and you will take your masking tape with you and walk about 5 steps from your computer. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then, with your masking tape, you will create a line from this point all the way to your computer. This line will be used as a tightrope during the experiment. This first task is walking the line heel to toe. You want to be careful to stay on the line the whole time. If you misstep, that counts as an error. You can keep going, but just make sure that you track how many errors you make. Your other task is to calculate a math problem. So you'll display the math problem on your screen, and even if you can do the math problem in your head, the purpose is to complete the task on your calculator. So you'll type in each step of the multi-step math problem in your calculator. The first time you complete these tasks, you are going to be doing them in order. The first task and then the second task. Watch the example. Okay, I have my stopwatch timer pulled up on my phone, and I have my math problem pulled up on my screen so I can just easily read it from my screen, and I'm ready to begin the experiment. I'll start the timer. First, do the heel toe all the way from the beginning to the computer. Now I'm going to pull up the calculator app and add up all the numbers on my calculator. Okay, now I'm going to look at my time. I was able to do that in 32 seconds. Now it's your turn to try. The math question will come up after the pause the video reminder, but pause the video while you complete these steps and record into your chart. For this next round, you'll be completing the same 2 tasks, but instead of doing one and then the other, you are going to multitask. You are going to be doing both tasks at the same time. Okay, so again, I have my stopwatch pulled up so I can time myself, and on my screen, I have the math problem pulled up so I can calculate as I walk. Let's see how I do. Okay, I am starting the timer, and I will start my calculating. Ah! Okay. My timer is at 31 seconds and 2 milliseconds. And let's see if I made any mistakes. I know I definitely misstepped, and I'll have to check to see if my calculations were accurate. Now it's your turn to do the multitasking round. Complete the tasks and be sure to pause the video when it provides the math problems so you can display that on your screen as you are multitasking. Now let's take a look at the data. When you take a look at my data, you'll notice that the time it took was pretty similar. I took a little bit less time when I was multitasking. However, when you look at the mistakes, I completed the tasks without any mistakes when I completed one task and then the other. Then, when I was multitasking, I had 3 mistakes for those 2 simple tasks. Take a look at your data. Did multitasking impact your time? Did multitasking impact your productivity? Now try to connect multitasking to your remote learning. Think, are there any times that you tried to do 2 tasks at the same time, 2 unrelated tasks at the same time? For example, maybe you had a game in one tab or a YouTube video in one tab while your teacher was giving instructions or teaching. Maybe while you were completing an assignment independently, you were also texting a friend at the same time. It's more common that students try to multitask during remote learning because the environment is so different. Think about a time that you may have been multitasking during remote learning, and think about how that might have impacted your learning.